Alright, so next we're going to go through the female reproductive tract, and by the way, please be sure to go through these models when you're next in lab and make sure that you can find these structures on your own. So the female reproductive tract, this model, we're looking at the lateral surface of, this will be the uterus here, right here, and then this is the urinary bladder. But to really see the structures that we want to look at today, we're going to need to start in a median section. So I'm going to remove this. And now, again, this is the uterus cut in half, a median section, and then here's our urinary bladder. But we're going to begin up here where the egg is formed. So the egg is produced in the ovary, and then when the egg is released from a follicle, it's going to be caught here by the fimbriae, which are the little finger-like projections here of the infundibulum. So here's our fimbriae, here's our infundibulum, and that egg's going to be caught and then carried here down the oviduct or the uterine tube. There's a lot of different names, fallopian tube, all the same thing. Egg's going to be carried down here, and then it's going to be carried to the lumen of the uterus. And you can see how thick the muscle layer of the uterus is. This is the myometrium of the uterus, not on your list, but just pointing it out. So our egg is now here in the lumen. Potentially, it was fertilized up here in the oviduct, and as a fertilized egg, it would then implant and begin to eventually form an embryo and fetus. And eventually that fetus is going to pass out here through the cervix. So the cervix is the muscle right here at the opening of the uterus. And then we have the vaginal canal. And so this opening here is going to be the vaginal orifice. All right? And keep that in mind relative to the urinary tract. So here's the urinary bladder, this is the urethra, and down here we have the external urethral orifice. So in the female, we have two openings, one for the urinary tract and one for the reproductive tract. The external urethral orifice is anterior, while the vaginal orifice for the reproductive tract is posterior. And these openings are protected by the vulva. This is the vulva as a whole, and there are two lips to the vulva, the labia minor and the labia major. And also associated in the vulva region is the clitoris, right here, or clitoris, said different ways. And I think I got the entire list there. Also, on your female reproductive lab handout are mammary glands and structures you need to know with the mammary glands. We do not have a model of the mammary glands, so that will come from a picture similar to one in your lab book or textbook. So be sure to go through those pictures and to look at those structures.